Hi guys, this is Colin and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a little clip of the Russian Tier 10 destroyer, the Khabarovsk. The Khabarovsk has very fast become my #1 favorite ship in the game. It is of course very strong Tier 10 ship. It can do pretty much everything good. I haven't found really any downsides with it. And you can pretty much control the game to a huge extent with this ship. Area control, area denial is pretty much what this ship was built for. And this is pretty much a tier 9 game. We have a couple of tier 10s, a couple of tier 9s and a couple of tier 8s. We have me and my fellow Shimikaze on our team. The enemy team has a Shimikaze, Kagero and a Yudoloi. And the only destroyer I'm pretty much a bit worried about on the enemy team is of course the tier 9 Russian destroyer, the Yudoloi. The Shimikaze and Kagero, well, they have torps. But if I just manage to dodge those torp walls, if I ever spot them, I will pretty much melt them down. But the Yudoloi has really decent guns, of course, Russian destroyer, so he is pretty much the only destroyer on the enemy team that can put up a fight. So I'm heading straight into sea. If you've seen my earlier videos, you know that I'm always playing a real aggressive playstyle, especially in a destroyer. I always go straight for caps, and I'm also a bit of a pitbull. I never let go. So once I have committed to a cap, I will pretty much fight for that cap till the end. And a little spoiler, I think you're gonna watch some of that action this match. So I took C pretty much uncontested, and I have the friendly fleet moving with me up north. So my attention now is of course take back B cap from the enemy. We have a couple of ships down south. Well, we have pretty much one destroyer down south trying to get A, but the enemy has a bigger force. So I'm presuming that the enemy team will take A. That's why it's really important for our team to take B, because we don't want a disadvantage in caps. That is a real uphill struggle in a tier 9-10 game. So I see an enemy SAO, but I'm guessing that we have a couple of enemy destroyers in B as well. There one pops up, the Kagero. So my first thought was that I was gonna try and sneak in and do a little ninja cap. So I'm just looking at the enemy fleet. I have a pretty big concealment range on this ship. My surface concealment is 8.7 kilometers, which is pretty high in tier 10 destroyers. I pretty much have the worst concealment out of all, but usually that's not a big issue in the Khabarovsk, because you never want to be like that stealthy ninja in the Khabarovsk, because the Khabarovsk is the ultimate gunboat. It's a boat where you fly around the map doing 45, 48 knots and just melting ships down.
The ship is on fire.
I mean, that is pretty much what it's built for, so I shouldn't really try and do stealthy ninja things like I'm trying right now. So I got the Udaloy and I'm chasing him off, and you can just see the amount of fire I can put down range. I mean, this guy, he's fleeing for his life and I don't blame him. And now I'm just trying to engage the other part of the fleet around B, trying to discourage them to turn in and start engaging me. I think that was the Udaloy torps, perhaps. I think I still have a Kagero and the Shimakaze still, yeah. If you see that smoke popping up. And there's a Kagero. And the Kagero torps. Now the thing with the Khabarovsk is it has such a great speed that you don't really need to dodge torps. You can pretty much just outrun them. And just look at the rate I'm melting down this Kagero. I mean, he didn't stand a chance. And the Udaloy is back for a second serving. Apparently he didn't get enough the first time.
Main turret critically damaged.
But I think he soon will realize his mistake.
Problem solved, sir.
I mean, I have the friendly fleet behind me, but I'm pretty much the only one up front. And I'm the only one tanking all the damage. I have bomber squadrons overhead, I have multiple ships engaging me. But this is one of the strengths of the Khabarovsk. It can pretty much deal with this situation. And here comes the Shimakaze torp wall. But as I said, you just outrun them. It's not a problem. You don't need to turn in and trying to steer between torpedoes. You can just get out of them. And if I just have gotten one more salvo on that Shimakaze, he would be dead. That's how fast you can melt down a Japanese destroyer in a Khabarovsk. The Udaloy is trying to hide behind the island. He has a little bit below half health left. And of course I have taken a pounding from the enemy team, so I have pretty much 1/3 of my health left. So I'm starting to engage the other ships in the enemy fleet. Trying to burn down this Montana that is at really low health. And this is really what the Khabarovsk excels at. Just melting ships down. So now I'm switching to this SAO. And I really want to give a shout out to the two friendly players really helping me, sticking to B, helping me to contest B. And that's Travil in Dmitry Donskoy, and also Quattro in his Turpits. I want to thank you guys for taking a big risk trying to help a teammate out when you see that he's trying to do something for the team. The rest of the team took a bit easier route, going around the east side of the big island, pretty much taking them out of the risk and taking them out of the fight for quite a while. And I never really understood this kind of gameplay. I mean, basically they're just giving up on us. They pretty much fuck us three over and leave us out to hang. And they don't really contribute to the match or the team. And well, That's really not how I play the game. So I'm just continuing, trying to help as much as I can. I wanted to do help the Dmitry Donskoy by putting my smoke in front of him, but unfortunately my smoke was still on cooldown. I had 40 seconds left until I could use it. But otherwise, that's always a good thing to do when a cruiser or a battleship is supporting you as a destroyer. You should always lay a smoke screen in front of him, making him invisible to the enemy fleet. And while you sail around concealed, spotting the enemy fleet, he can just sit in your smoke and help with the firepower. And that was pretty much what I was looking for from the rest of the team, the guys that went straight down south. I mean, they could just have stuck around where they were, just northeast of B, just giving us some fire support. Maybe tank off a little bit of the damage, anything. Just to support teammates trying to do the right thing, but you have different players, different play styles. Some guys can't really imagine taking any risks, but for me the risk always equals big reward. So I'd rather die 100 times and get great games out of it than never die 100 games and don't get shit for it. I mean, that's why I play this game, to excel and do good and have great gameplay. So that's just me. So I'm starting to fight this full health Mongami, and I'm popping my last smoke. The Dmitry Donskoy unfortunately met his fate, but I salute you, brother. You did good. You both did great. But I know that I am pretty much dead. I will never survive this game, because I pretty much have no backup where I am. But I'm still trying to get into the B cap. I'm still trying to contest as much as I can. And the North, as in Game of Thrones, have pretty much fallen, unfortunately. So we're starting to get surrounded. I got a torped on the Mogami, and I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. Switching to armor piercing as soon as he shows me a little bit of a broadside, and then switching back to HE just to get some more fires. But I have enemy planes, and well, he finally gets the death dealing blow on me. So I'm just jumping to the end screen because nothing really interesting happened after that. Those guys sailing around the map behind the island finally took B, actually, so that was good. So made number 1 in the team, 3000 base XP, always nice. Fires, 40,000 damage in fires, that's pretty nice. Did some decent credits and experience, and of course Confederate, always nice. And just a flesh wound because I killed off that Mogami after I died. He burned down. So that was a good match, and I want to thank you again for watching this video, and please don't forget to share with your friends. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.